MotorWeek is made possible by TireRack.com, Rain-X, Hum by Verizon, State Farm, and WeatherTech.
MotorWeek is driving the all-new Mercedes-Benz G-Class off-road in California. The mightiest mover in the Mercedes-Benz stable has always been willing to get dirty when given the chance. The challenge for Mercedes was making the second generation of their boxy brute modern and refined without tampering with the toughness revered since 1979. At first glance, changes for the 2019 Mercedes-Benz G550 could be mistaken for being subtle, but in reality, only a handful of parts carry over. This G Wagon is bigger in every direction with smaller gaps between the panels. While still body-on-ladder frame, it's more rigid and 375 pounds lighter. Less weight makes the 416 horsepower 4-liter V8 bi-turbo feel even more robust. A new 9G-tronic automatic with torque converter modified specifically for the G-Class confidently grabs the 2 extra gears. Most owners of this brawny Benz likely stay on solid surfaces, but it excels off-road, so we abandon the pavement outside San Diego. Modern touches include replacing the rigid front axle with an independent suspension with double wishbones, mounted high enough that the front axle gear rides 10.6 inches above the Tundra. Ground clearance between the axles rises about 1/4 of an inch. All the work the engineers did underneath really comes into play when you're sitting here in the driver's seat. Sure, you're aware of the rough terrain out there, but it's very comfortable, it feels very firm, and it all goes along with the go-anywhere attitude and ability it has. The rigid rear axle remains, so do 3 locking differentials that quickly divide the torque front to back and side to side. Dynamic Select offers 5 distinct driving modes, including the new G mode, allowing the G-Class to precisely adjust speed, shift, steering, and damping to the rugged reality rolling under the tires. Mercedes swapped the hydraulics with an up-to-date electromechanical rack and pinion steering, helping this big SUV feel even more nimble. There's always an appetite for more power, so the 2019 Mercedes-AMG G63 meets that need, with 577 horsepower bolting out of the handcrafted AMG 4-liter V8 bi-turbo. Teamed up with an AMG SpeedShift TCT 9G-tronic automatic and AMG tweaked suspension, this behemoth on wheels barrels down the road like a tank on steroids. Naturally, the AMG treatment creates a more assertive driving experience, but it's really more about confident acceleration than just brute force. Even when you're sitting up this high, the responsive steering, the lightning-fast shifts, and the sporty suspension all come together to create a real sense of control. The vintage exterior shape shelters a now very contemporary cabin. The passenger grab handle, differential lock switches, and analog round dials remain. But those lucky enough to be in here are lavished with more room, Mercedes luxury, and technology, like the optional widescreen digital cockpit. So the Mercedes-Benz G-Class goes through the greatest change in its history, facing the future more polished, but still iconic. On sale now, the 2019 Mercedes-Benz G550 starts at $124,500. Add another $23,000 for the AMG G63.